Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akshay. Today I am presenting a presentation on the topic gathering price components into a tender submission. So, in this presentation, we will discuss about the what were the price components we are taking when we are doing a tender submission. So, we have some key topics here: strategies for sourcing suppliers quotations, soliciting competitive and accurate quotations, criteria for evaluating quotations, quality compliance and cost competitive assessment, negotiation techniques for favorable pricing and contractual terms. So in this topic we discuss about all these 5 factors and including also the conclusion, and we will discuss it in detail in every slide. Next. Strategies for sourcing supplier quotations. Research and identify reliable suppliers. So first of all, we have to identify our supplier. We have to check the suppliers' reviews, rating, and past performance, so we can get the best supplier. Online directories alongside with the show industry networks lead users potential suppliers for the evaluation. So we can also get to our directories of the previous projects, and we can get the reliable suppliers from there as well. Diversify sourcing channels. So we have to not depend it only on the international suppliers. We have to also consider the domestic suppliers as well, so we can get the competitive pricing. Project needs more than one supplier, you can collect comparison exam. So we also need more suppliers because we can compare the prices and get the best price for our tender. Maintain a supplier database. So future projects will so if we are preparing some database of our previous suppliers and ongoing suppliers, we can get a database we can use for our upcoming projects. So it is very easy to get the suppliers at the time, because if we have the good relation with the previous suppliers. Request for information. Use request for information to distribute to your supplier choices, so you can obtain their basic capability details. Soliciting competitive and accurate quotations. Clearly defined project requirements. So first of all, we have to very clear with our project requirements, what were our requirements of our project to get the competitive and accurate quotations. Supplier must understand every project aspect to prevent any confusion between parties. So supplier must be very clear about what our needs, what we need in our project, so there is no confusion between the parties and the suppliers. A request detailed breakdown. So we need a very like breakdown structure. We can do the breakdown of our course, like the itemization of course helps you identify materials cost. So it will also help us to find the material cost, what were the labor cost, what were the overhead cost in this estimation of different types. Set clear deadlines. So our deadlines must be very clear, so we can fulfill our, like suppliers can submit their bids timely, so replies can be obtained, so we can reply on time. Follow up. We have to make sure we have to follow up the supplier, and also we have to follow up because we can clear if there are any doubts between suppliers and the party. Use standardized templates. A standardized templates for quotations should be available to guarantee uniformity in supplier pricing document. So if when we use the standardized templates, quotation should be available on guarantee. So it's like pricing document. Criteria for evaluating quotations. First of all, cost comparison. Totally analyze the monetary values presented by the bids while also considering any surprise fees charged to customers. So we have while evaluating quotations, we have to analyze the monetary values, quality of material and services. We have to also consider what were the quality and the material and there's after services of the supplier. Delivery timelines. So we have to also check the delivery timelines. The supplier is like good with their delivery timelines. He deliver the materials on time or he delays the deliveries. Supplier reputation and experience. So we have to also check that the supplier has experience with that project previously with the same type of project. Also we have to check the reputation of the supplier. He's supplying a good material, he's doing the things timely or not. Compliance with specifications. So also the material the supplier is supplying also comply with the specifications of the council of the and of the building code. Long term value. We have to also consider the dependability of the like supplier, like the customer with the supplier, because we need after services of the materials as well. So we can find a supplier who can do the like post who can do a post sale service support, so he can support us after our like when we are using the material. Next, quality, compliance and cost competitiveness assessment. Quality assessment. Check whether the supplier upholds quality standards. So it is very must that the supplier has some certifications like ISO. Check quality through product samplings. We can check the quality of the product of the material of the supplier by taking the samples, and we can send it in the lab and check the quality, it's good or bad. Compliance check. We obtain proof that suppliers follow regulatory requirements and relevant industry standards and legal guidelines. Make sure the supplier possesses valid license. So the supplier, we have to also check the supplier also must have some important license and certifications to the guidelines of the industry, so we can trust him. Cost competitiveness. Evaluate prices against quality standards to ensure the selection of properly cost effective supplier. Supplier who provide added value service promotion package. So we have to also compare that the supplier who is giving us some good offers and some also the good services after the selling the product. We have to consider that suppliers. Risk assessment. Evaluating supplier capacities to deal with impending risks such as schedule delays, project budget increase. Start with risk identification. Negotiation techniques for favorable pricing and contractual terms. Build strong relationship. The development of trust-based relationship with suppliers enables both parties achieve smoother negotiation practices. So we have to build the relationship with our supplier so we can negotiate with him on the good prices. Also leverage competitive quotes. Supplier quotes obtained from competitors should serve as a basis negotiation more favorable prices with current suppliers. So we have also get some more quotations from the other suppliers as well, so we can compete the prices and get do the negotiation and get the best price from the supplier. Negotiate bulk discounts. If we are doing a construction of a big building, we are buying a material in a bulk, so we can also negotiate on the prices, because on the bulk discounts we can get big discounts on our big orders as well. Long-term contracts. Better pricing together with favorable condition will emerge when you offer suppliers long-term contracts. So if we are giving long-term contracts to our suppliers to supply the materials that were required, then also he can, as our like permanent supplier, he can give us a good pricing rates, good pricings. Flexible payment terms. The payment schedule needs to follow your financial flow pattern by choosing a staggered payment approach. Uh, so there is also a flexibility in the payments as well. Clear contractual terms. Include specific conditions about deliverables along with deadlines for delivery and financial consequences and alternative methods to settle disagreements in the contractual documents. So our contractual terms are very clear regarding the deliveries as well as the methods of the payment as well. So conclusion. So accurate quotations combined with competitive prices elements are necessary to succeed in tender submission. The combination of effective sourcing with evaluation and negotiations are with both quality and cost effect. So if we are doing the negotiation and evaluation, which will give us a good quality of material with the cost effectiveness needs. Maintaining both quality standards and compliance requirements stands always above cost reduction. So we also with the price we also have to maintain the quality standards as well as compliance requirements with the prices, because if the price is less and the quality is bad, it don't make a sense. So we have to consider the thing which has like genuine pricing with a good quality and they comply. The success of winning contracts and delivering effective projects becomes higher when tender submission are thoroughly researched and negotiated. So our contract and delivery, it's like good if we do the research and negotiate, so we can get the good and effective price by the supplier. That's my project. Thank you. And I add some of the references from where I get the information. There are some websites from I took the.
Thank you very much. Akshay, it's a nice presentation. I have a few questions to you.
Yeah.
Are you going to select the best supplier from the market?
We can select the best supplier. We can check our directories. We can check the reviews of the suppliers, and we can also check the past work of the suppliers, as well as we can also take this. We can also pick the best supplier by the some assessment criteria as well, which were mentioned. Yeah.
How you take the accurate and competitive quotations?
We can get accurate and competitive quotations by the bidding. We can also get the best quotations by the like
What is the first process?
for the
Giving the best accurate quotations and the
first process is we have the detailed
detail of the project.
details of the projects and drawings. Then we can check the like market. So what were the market trends?
Who are the best supplier for the
Best suppliers for the
materials?
Yeah.
What
So
is benchmarking?
so benchmarking is like the we can compare our previous project with the new one. So it's a similar project, similar kind of project we done in the previous. So it's a benchmark for our upcoming project. So we can do the few changes and we are good with that.
Okay. One last question. Are we going to negotiate techniques to get the achieving the favorable price?
Yeah, so we can do negotiating by if we are like giving the long-term contracts to our, as I mentioned in my slide, that if we are giving a long-term contracts, we can negotiate on the prices, because it's both profitable for the supplier as well as us, and we can also negotiate on the prices. If we are ordering in bulk amounts, we can also yeah, do the
Thank you very much.
negotiations.
Give a round
Yeah.
of applause. Who's next?